From his soulful melodies to his thought-provoking lyrics, D'Angelo has become one of the most influential figures in the world of R&B. Today, we're diving into the life and career of the man whose unique sound helped define the neo-soul movement. Get ready to learn more about D'Angelo. D'Angelo was born Michael Eugene Archer on February 11th, 1974 in Richmond, Virginia. And I think we probably need to study the water in and around Virginia because so much musical talent has come from that area. It's insane. Raised in a musical household, D'Angelo was surrounded by gospel music from a young age. His mother was a choir director and his father played the bass guitar, influencing D'Angelo's early love for music. By the time he was a teenager, D'Angelo was already a self-taught multi-instrumentalist. He could play the keyboard, drums, and bass guitar all by ear. In 1995, D'Angelo's debut album Brown Sugar dropped, and it was a game changer. The album blended traditional R&B with funk, soul, and jazz, creating a sound that felt fresh and innovative. Singles like Lady and Brown Sugar introduced the world to his smooth vocals and deep laid-back grooves. Brown Sugar is a perfect album. I'm a fan of everyone I highlight on this channel, so there's a fair amount of glazing that takes place in these videos. But honestly, this album is straight fire. I couldn't pull a favorite from this album because it's a top to bottom for me. Another thing I really liked about Brown Sugar is its flow. Like, every song is properly placed, which makes it easy to just ride with him from Brown Sugar all the way to Higher. Love the album, still to this day. The album was a commercial success, landing him a spot at the top of the charts and earning him widespread recognition. Brown Sugar was praised not only for its music, but also for its influence on the emerging neo-soul movement, alongside artists like Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill. D'Angelo has two children, his son Michael Archer, whom he had with the late Angie Stone, video coming up on her when he was 24, and his daughter Amani Archer, who is also a musical artist. Angie Stone did an interview with Vlad and mentioned D'Angelo's lack of involvement and encouragement of their son Michael's music career. She blames pride, but I think it's a little bit more than that, and I'll touch back on it later. But after the success of his debut, D'Angelo's sophomore album came 5 years later. Voodoo was highly anticipated. Released in 2000, Voodoo took his sound to new heights with tracks like Untitled How Does It Feel and Devil's Pie. D'Angelo cemented his place as a leading voice in neo-soul, combining raw emotion, complex rhythms, and intense sensual lyrics. Voodoo would win him a Grammy for Best R&B Album in 2001, and Untitled won the Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. Untitled How Does It Feel became a cultural juggernaut. The music video featured a naked D'Angelo bathed in soft lighting, became one of the most memorable moments in R&B history.
When the concept was brought to me about this video, just being naked, it was part of the concept from the beginning. So, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it.
I wanted him to bear a song to the world. I really try to connect with the artist and get, a really strong performance where it brings out their personality. I said, listen, you think about like when you were in church, sing like you were in the choir, like, from your gut.
Do something, the childhood to that area. Go back to the church when you was there and you felt the spirit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to see that.
He just seemed like just a very shy guy until he got in front of the camera. Once he got in front of the camera, he was a different person. Even though it was simple, we put a lot of time into it. We actually had everything mapped out before we even shot. It was all done on the computer. It looks like the camera actually moves around him, but he's on a motion control turntable, and his body is turning. I wanted people to feel like they were actually standing right next to him.
The set really wasn't that close. It was just the big camera that they had. You couldn't even see around it. And I didn't have to worry about anyone looking at me directly. So I knew everybody was looking at the monitors, but if they wanted to, but they really couldn't see me, so it was cool. Felt comfortable.
Even though it looks like it's a one take video, it's actually 3 takes put together and we morphed in between.
When I saw how Paul did it, I was like, wow.
And I don't know if any of you remember Hits from the Street. If you remember Hits, hit the like button. Hits, I used to love Hits from the Streets. He was so hilarious. He parodied How Does It Feel video, and it was back then, it was so funny to me. Video dropped, it completely overtook the entire project and shot D'Angelo into the stratosphere. Voodoo was and is probably one of the most sonically consistent sophomore albums I've heard, and the instrumentation on the album was just a precursor of what we would get on his future projects. If I'm pulling my faves from the album, they are Send It On in Africa. I made a playlist of my favorite D'Angelo songs. The link is in the description, so if you have not listened to his catalog or you're not familiar with his music, I'm making it easy for you. The playlist is here in the description, and it's all on YouTube. Stop playing and go give a listen. After the success of Voodoo, D'Angelo seemed to disappear from the music scene. For nearly 14 years, he pulled a Sade on us, and you know how that works. The longer you're away, the more they want you. Fans were left waiting as the artist struggled with personal issues and self-doubt. There were rumors, but no confirmed music until 2014. And this is one of the reasons I think he doesn't encourage his kids in their music careers, because he was not comfortable with being a sex symbol, which is what happened to him after Untitled. And the expectation for him to show up on stage physically looking the way he looked in that video each and every time weighed on him. Although I don't think that his fans expected that. We would have been cool with him just sitting behind the organ like he started out playing and, doing his chill thing. But I think he got so much notoriety for How Does It Feel that the pressure to be that guy on that video 100% of the time, I think it just really did a number on him. So I can't blame him for not encouraging his kids to be, to pursue a career in the music industry, especially now as we're learning more about the music industry. Like, no way. I wouldn't want that for my kids either. In 2014, D'Angelo returned with Black Messiah, a politically charged, genre-defining album that addressed issues of race, identity, and societal struggles. The album was widely acclaimed, proving that D'Angelo's voice was still as relevant and powerful as ever. Black Messiah won a Grammy for Best R&B Album in 2016, and Really Love won a Grammy for Best R&B Song. This album was so Prince-coded, and he did an amazing job with it. When Prince died, I was sad that D'Angelo pulled out of that tribute because, in my opinion, he is the only artist who could have done it right. Black Messiah was an album that took a few listens for me. The production and the lyrics, they couldn't be consumed like fast food. They needed to be savored. And still to this day, I'll hear a song that just because of the day and time, just takes on a different vibe, or I'll hear something in a song that I missed the first 1,000 times. It's just that kind of album. My faves from the album are The Charade, Really Love, Betray My Heart, and Another Life. Black Messiah was not only a critical success, but also marked his return to the stage with performances at festivals and special events. D'Angelo's influence on music cannot be overstated. His sound inspired a new generation of artists. Beyond his albums and live performances, D'Angelo's impact on modern music culture remains undeniable. He helped define a new era in R&B and soul, blending old school influences with modern day expression. D'Angelo's career is a testament to the power of authenticity in music, and I love how he does his art on his terms. Whether it's through his heart-wrenching lyrics, his smooth melodies, or his bold artistic choices, he remains a true pioneer. Though his time in the spotlight has been limited, his legacy will continue to resonate for years to come. If you enjoyed learning about D'Angelo's life and career, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop your favorite D'Angelo song in the comments below. Thanks for watching.